Hello, hello! Welcome to Arkadium's Daily Crossword Live. I am thrilled to be back to solve a new crossword with you folks. I see D in chat as usual. Hey, Amy, Stefano, tuning in from Italy. Toddly enough, howdy back to you. And Lucky, we got Scav in chat, wasting no time with a guess for one across, and Minnie giving me the little monkey emoji on YouTube. Welcome, everybody, and I hope I enjoyed this weekend. I am back from this weekend. We had solved two phenomenal puzzles, the Saturday Stumper and then the Sunday theme. If you were here, that was one of the wildest themes we've seen, and I enjoyed it quite a bit. I hope to keep the momentum going. We're solving a puzzle called Cold Fusion today. It's by Jay Silverman. It's in the Stan Newman's daily line of crosswords at Arkadium. So this is from Friday, so it should be a challenging puzzle. I don't recall solving a Jay Silverman puzzle on the channel before, but I'm sure it's going to be great. So I see, yeah, Rhonda in chat, and we got Amy saying that she doesn't know what Alpo is. So one across is Alpo alternative. I can tell you what Alpo is. As far as I understand, it is a pet food brand. So yeah, it's a brand of dog food, as D says. So I think that Scav and D's guess of IAMS makes sense, because that's another pet food brand. There could be others, but let's see if the I does anything for us. NASA Orbiter since '98. And we got Michael Rementer Jr. in chat, also guessing IAMS. I thought Alpo was a milk alternative. If that's true, then we are out of luck. Oh, it is in the UK. Interesting. Meanwhile, Michael and Todd and Kea are saying, and Lucinda are saying ISS, which I think is a great guess for one down. NASA Orbiter, the International Space Station, since 1998. I didn't actually realize it was only since '98. I sort of thought it would have been orbiting for longer than that, but I think we're doing. Oh, Alpro, Amy says, might be the milk alternative. Scav, people were asking about you this weekend between the Stumper and the crazy theme on Sunday. Multiple people were like, "Oh, Scav would have enjoyed this," so we missed you. Stop stalling. Stop stalling at 2 down. And yeah, a lot of good guesses in chat. Scav and D and Rhonda, Amy, Lucky, and S are all saying act. Yeah, I guess if you quit stalling and you just do something already, you're acting. Happy with that. This is a suspiciously smooth corner. Yeah, crazy fun theme on Sunday. Yeah, crazy is the right word, Rhonda. Duff Beer Server. Yeah, normally we have more trouble with these opening sections because we have no toe holds and fewer people in chat, but so far a very smooth solve. I can live with this. Hey, Gil from Michigan. Michael and Todd and Rhonda and Lucky. No, they're Simpsons. Duff Beer is, I think, a fictional brand. Maybe they've made Duff Beer since, but I think it's a fictional brand from The Simpsons, and they drink it at Moe's Tavern. So yeah, N. Clark knew that one, and Ants knew that one. ANS. Steam Shovels Bucket. Steam Shovels Bucket. Strange clue. I guess I have a guess just based off intuition. I can't exactly picture what a steam shovel is. Can you? Yeah, not Moe today, Amy. You're so right. This was actually in Moe's Tavern was in the Sunday grid, but it was spelled MOH because everything was spelled differently in that puzzle. Yeah, looking for peace. And Todd. Oh, we got Barbara back on Facebook, also knowing Moe. And S saying scoop. I wish I could picture a steam shovel, but I can't. Jobs in high tech. Jobs in high tech. Yeah, Michael and James like scoop. Oh, you're barely late, Barbara. You are we got lots of puzzle to go. Hey, Blake, how you doing? Jobs in high tech. Oh, STEM's interesting. I see. STEM, like science, technology, education, or engineering, math. Yeah, that makes sense. Minnie got that one. Okay, cool. Steam shovel from the old story, Are You My Mother? I remember the story, Are You My Mother? I can't remember a steam shovel as part of it. Did the little, I don't even remember what the main character was. An animal? Cold War contingent. S is guessing Somalia. Wow. I mean, it fits. Scoop is a good hurdle starter, says Blake. I don't know. I don't like starting with double letters. You know this, and I actually think you know this, and that's why you're suggesting Scoop, because you like to you like to give me bad hurdle openers. In retrospect, saying, was that not Steve Jobs? Was what not Steve Jobs? Somalia. If we check this PS is a little pound fractions. Oh, I see what you're saying. In retrospect, very smart. Jobs in high tech. Oh, that's actually a very clever clue. Stems I thought made sense, but no, Steve Jobs. Jobs, yeah, nice. They cleverly concealed that Jobs was capitalized because all crossword clues are capitalized at the beginning. Very nice. So it's Steve Jobs is a Jobs in high tech, and then Amy I think was saying Soviets, which makes a lot more sense for Cold War contingent. I wasn't sure about Somalia's role in the Cold War, but this I feel right about. And then we have pound fractions. So, okay. Arkadium educating me about Are You My Mother? And there's construction equipment, apparently. They ask if a steam shovel isn't a mother. Minius Mini and Pan Protopsychism telling me pence. Nice. Pound. So we're not talking pound as in the unit of weight. We're talking the currency in the UK. Splendid. Useful details. Warthog's back, getting Soviets, and Rhonda likes the Steve Jobs clue too. Yeah, that was a really good one. Jennifer Reese, welcome to you. And let me just catch up. Someone's username is just a heart, and it's a very realistic depiction of a heart. That's kind of cool. Jean Ireland and Pam and Sarah and KB are giving me info for useful details. Yeah, I like that. Definitely seems... information tends to be useful. Okay. Although Gil wants inch. I'm having more trouble making inch work in my head. If you elaborate, maybe you have a case for it. But info seems plausible to me. Barbara on Facebook is voting info. Vague impression. Vedart, how you doing? I heard it was was it your birthday yesterday? If so, happy belated birthday. And I'm glad to see you here. Cast. Harambe is early. See, yeah, I like that. Some people show up with a corner solved and feel like they're late, and some people feel like they're early. Feel. Oh, interesting. Anne's is saying feel. Yeah, I can see that. A vague impression. It's just like a feeling. It could be. Not sure about it. Fade, says Barbara. Yeah, there's something weird about this clue. The D looks promising with that. Maybe we leave it blank for now. Maybe we just do the cross and see what happens. Yes, it was your birthday, Vedar. Well, happy belated birthday. I hope you enjoyed some cake. T is weird though. Where's the T? Fade doesn't work in my opinion, says Scav. Appear before. Oh, okay. Yeah, people have very solid guesses for this. Bill and Michael and Stefano and Warthog and Fiwu all saying precede. That seems right. Duo likes it on YouTube. It's 1 point in favor of feel, I should say. Oh, you're saying this T seems weird. Yeah, good point. So let's try to do 27 across. You know what else I'm noticing? We've yet to encounter a theme answer. This puzzle will be themed. All Stan Daily Friday puzzles are themed, and this was from Friday. But normally the theme lives in the longest across answers, and that's not obvious what those are. Maybe 21 across is a short themer. These plus signs in the middle of the grid are sort of strange looking. I don't know. Exactly right. What are we liking for this? Exactly right. Oh, okay. Yeah, Victor's got it all figured out. Yeah, to a T looks nice. To a T, that's good. It can be hard to see how to parse these, but I think to a T, exactly right, is to a T, and then feel was right after all. So congratulations to anyone voting for feel. That was kind of a hard clue for some reason. Something vague about that clue. All right, I'm reasonably happy with that section. Let's go up here. Continue our left to right business. Mother hen's concern. Mother hen's concern. Acer says they should let you know it's 3 words. Some crosswords do that, tell you how many words to expect. It tends to not be the case in harder puzzles, and we do harder crosswords on this channel. So yeah, I think Stan Newman's has like 4 different series of crosswords at Arkadium, and none of them will tell you how many words to expect. And I actually think that's part of the fun, to figure out where to insert the spaces in your head. KB and Jean and Fiwu are all saying brood. Hey, Jilly. This isn't charades, people, says Arkadium. Yeah. 2 words, 3 syllables. Mother hen's concern. Yeah, brood, like a hen's litter, I guess. Looks good. Jilly, was it your birthday also? Did we have 2 birthdays? I heard about this. May was telling me that it was a big birthday celebration in chat yesterday. If so, happy belated birthday to you as well. Jennifer Reese is back, also getting brood. I like it. Car bumper protector. Bib. Yes, I think this seems right. I don't own a car, so I feel like I've heard of a car bib, and TikTok chat seems unanimous about it. We were basically Chuck E. Cheese yesterday, says Arkadium. Just birthday hats and pizza all around. And you guys like cars have bibs? Yeah, you're gonna have to ask your fellow chatmates, because I'm not the one to explain this one. Oh, and Rhonda, it's your birthday tomorrow. Wow. 'Tis the season. I'm glad you had a great birthday, Jilly. Barbara wants bib as well. Okay. Scab says, now I want to go to Chuck E. Cheese. Wouldn't that be fun? Do a group Arkadium trip to Chuck E. Cheese. Rash for incautious looks good. Although BS looks like BS, if you ask me, but we can check it. About 25% of the UN. Something's weird. I think we have an error somehow. Sweet Pea likes Rash. Hey, Rand, help us source our error, because we're struggling a bit. Yeah, what Michael and Bill and Scav are saying is making sense to me. What Fiwu says, sitting in front of a roaring fire in Ireland, up since 8 a.m., 3 Christmas trees decorated. That sounds so cozy. Asia makes sense for this clue, about 25% of the UN. Does that mean that 25% of countries are in Asia, roughly? But if it's Asia, then Bib was wrong. So what is this then? Very confused. Chris on YouTube is saying it's bra, not bib. Okay, if I hadn't heard of a car bib, I certainly have not heard of a car bra. What on earth is this? Do people own cars, and more importantly, do they own car bras? It protects your bumper? Barbara knew it was a bra. Man, I'm apparently left out of a whole world of car clothing. Icky the Fire Bobby is just laughing. It covers the bumper and part of the hood, says Darren. Okay. It was a fad in the 70s, says James. Interesting. And Rhonda had one on her car. Retro Cheer. Yeah, Sweet Pea and JPX Swinger are saying rah. I think that makes sense. Like rah, rah, rah. You know, picture a pep rally or something. Spelled like this usually. Solid. Vinayar says, cloth that goes over the bumper, it's not common anymore. Blake, confirming a protective cover that leaves the lights exposed. Okay. Because Debzen knows them too. And Ant says, apparently I'm uneducated in car undergarments. I'm glad I'm not the only one. I thought... Yeah, Vedart getting raw, and Duo on YouTube saying Ohio, Louisville's river, the Ohio River seems right with the letters we have. Okay, I'm very eager to see 21 Across. After this, we'll look at 21 Across, because there's been a suspicious lack of theme in this crossword. Bombast. Gene lives in Louisville. No way. So you can go to the Ohio River whenever you want, huh? Bombast. Interesting. So Scav's saying holler. Seems a little strange to me. To me, bombast sounds like a noun, and holler is a verb. So I'm not loving holler. Hoopla is interesting. I like that. Hot air, says Efon. Okay, now we're talking. Hoopla or hot air. Rhonda likes hoopla. Yeah, I do too. Oh, but AO is concerning. Mickey likes it. Okay, let's check the AO right away then. As a consolation. Yeah, unless there's some kind of thematic trickery going on at 21 across, this is not looking promising, is it? Okay, we might have hit our first snag of the day. Things were going so smoothly. I guess bib versus bra was a bit of a kerfuffle, but okay, I'm seeing some, and Barbara's saying honors for bombast. Honors. Yeah, why are none of these clicking really, you know? And then so at least AJ likes at least. Gene and Blake are voting, and Scav. So as a consolation, at least that does fit the clue. As a consolation, at least we get this. That's a consolation prize. I'm happy with at least. And then so maybe hot air, which was a contender earlier for bombast. Nice. We check the A right away. Yeah, hot air is smart. Queef is asking, which crossword is this? We're solving Stan Newman's daily crossword from last Friday, November 14th. And it's called Cold Fusion. Although so far that title has no meaning to me. Ooh, except right now, compacted coolers. Maybe this is a hint because coolers are cold? KB saying ACs? Yeah, compacted meaning abbreviation, smart scav, yeah. That this word is hinting you that you're not supposed to write out air conditioners. Oh, Quivy, you've solved this? Oh no. Oh, that's sad news. Well, don't give any hints away if you don't mind, but I don't know, I hope you stick around and see how we stumble through it after having the experience for yourself. Mimic closely. Mimic closely. This is a very common crossword entry. Yeah. I'm seeing a lot of people guessing ape. I guess because apes mimic. Ants is just giving me two kind of apes emojis. Jesse Valdez likes ape. Yeah, it does mean to mimic. On my own in Les Mis. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah. We used to joke about how in the early days of Daily Crossword Live, this, yeah, Oreo rule, says Scav, this entry would show up in every single crossword, Deb's End. We used to solve a different line of crosswords, and I think they were more partial to the word aria. We don't see it as often anymore. But I like this clue for it, mostly because I love this song. It's beautiful, and I wouldn't have thought of it as an aria. I picture aria more with operas, but I suppose it counts. Leany in Arizona knew aria. And yeah, and Chris on YouTube did. If only I could sing. I'd love to give a beautiful rendition of On My Own right now. But alas. Exit poll data for short. Ooh, Barbara, I think it might be helpful to refresh your system because your comments are coming in pretty late for me. Exit poll data for short. Yeah, Rand giving me the microphone. I don't think it's gonna help, Rand. So Amy's giving me the IDK and Mickey's giving me a question mark. Maypro guessing Prez. Like the president, because an exit poll is about voting, but I don't see how it's data. Pros. I don't understand that one either. We're hitting little snags here and there. And is anyone else growing increasingly concerned about the lack of theme, or is it just me who's sweating that? Pres as in pre-election. Oh, I see. Ants and Fon are saying, oh, percents, PCTs for percents. That's hard. That could be. I have seen this abbreviation before, and I guess percents. Like what percent voted for candidate A versus candidate B? Yeah, Jen is saying what would be the short for. It could be this for percents. I think this might work, or precincts. Oh man. So N Clark thinks it stands for precincts, exit poll data. It's a weird one. A very weird one. I see you, Barbara, giving me the wave. I see you. Yeah, looking for pieces is surprised to see this one. Okay, Warthog and F1 and Jessica are saying East St. Louis, Illinois. I am geographically confused by this. St. Louis, I guess Illinois is next to Missouri and East. So is there like a city called East St. Louis in Illinois, and is it literally just right east of St. Louis? Slide on knew it, so it's got to be right. Finned Predator. Yeah, John Paul Johnson's happy with it too. It's on the east side of the Mississippi. Okay, that's helpful, John Paul. Thanks. Yeah, crossword solvers know they're orcas. An orca and an Oreo could solve a crossword and have a black and white party. Trivial details. Okay, Scav is finally expressing the concern that I've been feeling. It's been mounting in my heart. Where on earth is this theme? It has a title. Like, this is not an unthemed crossword, and yet not only have I not even whiffed a theme, I don't know where it would live. I'm scanning this grid and see really no long entries in the puzzle at all. Like, nothing beyond 7 letters. Maybe it's at 28. Where's 28? Oh, this one. Yeah, could be. Warthog says, yeah, what is the title? And For History says, what's the theme, little bro? Well, we don't know the theme yet. The title is Cold Fusion. And I can barely even explain what Cold Fusion is. I've heard of Cold Fusion. I'm thinking things associated with the cold. Yeah, ACs is my only hope at something to do with, but a 3-letter entry is hardly a theme answer. Oh, scoop, like ice cream scoop. That's a good point, Kea. Meanwhile, onesie, selection from a toddler's togs. I like this. An iPad display looking good. Okay. Oh, Cold War, SCon. Oh, people piecing things together. Oh, Barbara was guessing bits for trivial details, which I guess it could have been, but now I'm happy with onesie, so I think it's gonna work. For History says, my bad, Scooter, little bro is hostile. I didn't even take it as hostile, but it's good to know you were feeling hostility toward me when you said it. Willie Pithy, or Willie on YouTube is saying LCD. Yeah, iPads having LCD screens. Scav says there's no theme. There's no theme, but spelling it with snow. Who needs a theme when we can make up themes in our own heads? F1 says cold fusion is nuclear reactions that occur at room temperature. I see. Because I usually think of nuclear reactions happening at very high temperatures. So I guess cold fusion is something. Toddly enough says better bro than unk. Yeah, you're not wrong. Todd was clearly here on Sunday when all of chat was calling me unk. Let's go back to unk, says Rhonda. Let's not and say we did. How about that? Theme freezing us out, says Scav. Marine scientists' concern. Toddly enough says acid ice, which is not a concept I've seen. Oh, acidity, says Jennifer. Acidity affects corals. Maybe acidity makes more sense. Marine scientists' concern. Yeah, Rhonda thinks acidity is good. I think it's good. Acidity. All right, when in doubt, we just keep solving. I think with a theme this hidden, there's going to be a revealer somewhere because, or I'm just very confused. Okay, Barbara, you'll be right back. I will. I look forward to your swift return. Game running in Utah. Nice. Game running in Utah. Mickey KB and Maypro and Blake saying elks. Yeah, Gil likes elks. Game as in game animals. Okay. Checks and downs. We got Duo and Willie still watching on YouTube. I'm flummoxed. Maybe the center, this long down, this could be something. And Quiva, I don't know if Quiva's in chat, but I think she might be the only person who actually knows the theme. Probably delighting in our ignorance right now. JJ Sasha saying team for core, and Willie agrees. I like that. Duo says, I got lost thinking about the theme. Yeah, well, let me know when you come up with something. General public from the Greek. Okay. General public from the Greek. It's weird. Sunday's theme hit us over the head. We could not avoid Sunday's theme if we tried, and now I'm desperately trying to sniff one out, and I can't find it anywhere. It's nowhere to be found. Pixie is back saying "poloi." Yeah, hoi polloi is a phrase meaning like the common folk, I guess. And apparently it is from Greek. Yeah, Rhonda. Yeah, Sunday's puzzle had 45 homophones in the grid. That was wild. Self-styled stinger. Self-styled stinger. Okay. Nice. We can look at the down as well. Jaunty. Jaunty. But I like what people are telling me. Jillian, Harambe, and Lucky are saying Ali. Yeah, sting like a bee. Exactly, Rhonda. And I guess it's self-styled because he gave himself this nickname. Or yeah, that he's gonna, what? Something like a butterfly, sting like a bee? Float like a butterfly, yeah, Harambe. And Jody Wright is giving me rakish for jaunty. Oh my god. What a word. I thought rakish meant like handsome. Am I wrong? Barbara's back on Facebook getting Ali. Nice. Everyone's saying rakish, but does it mean jaunty? I'm a little confused by this. Duo likes it, so keep it going. The bulk of. The bulk of. The Arkadium reminding us that we stream every single day at noon. If you are new here and didn't know that, consider following us. It's a great way to keep in touch. Every day at noon Eastern time, we're here with a crossword and we play a game called Hurdle. Sav is saying most. We got a Sav and a Scav here. Oh, Rhonda thought rakish meant rogue, which I guess would make more sense with jaunty. I thought rakish was like, don't you say like rakishly handsome or something? The bulk of is most. Looks right. What's IH? Fingers crossed. Okay. Arkadium spreading more rumors about me. I don't know what to do about this. I think rakish means carefree too. Okay, thanks, Ants. Scav is like, yeah, this answer, it looks like it's going to be, I hope so. And Scav's like, I hope there's a theme too. Yeah, we all signed up for a theme today. And I don't know where it is. We might need Quiva to give us a hint at some point. I'm kidding though. Don't do it yet. Capacity of some carafes. Nice. Duo and Barbara getting I hope so. Love it. And Scotty just followed us. Thank you, Scotty. Literally. Wait, what are we saying literally? Literally definitely doesn't fit here. Maybe it's an autocorrect. Because Rand and Efon and Chris on YouTube are saying leader, which I think makes sense. Leader might be a common size for carafes. Interesting how many people got autocorrected from leader to literally. Anyone else think autocorrect is getting a little too aggressive these days? I love it when it catches my typos, but I hate when it tries to force me to say something I wasn't intending to say. Yeah, Escon says rakish means someone who is handsome man who is a bit promiscuous. Okay. So, be forced to recant. Oh, people blaming Apple for the aggressive autocorrect. Barbara's saying eat words, which I think makes sense, except that it doesn't work with I hope so. Oh, it also doesn't quite fit eat words. Eat crow, I'm seeing. B. Browder likes. Emma says I turned my autocorrect off, yet it still corrects. That is overreach. Yeah, Minius Mini's happy with eat crow. I think that looks good. That is what it means to, like, be forced to recant. I can't define it any better than that. Oh, and yeah, we were hoping that this would reveal the theme somehow. I just thought it was a long central slot that it would make sense to stash theme material there, but I'm just really not seeing it. Let's see. 42 says, I presume because most of the world spells it like this. Not here. Not here. Sad to say, these are American crosswords and we have American spelling. Flowerfly is here saying my name, but why? More importantly. Debzen says, my autocorrect always changes hope to hippie. So embarrassing. That's really funny. Discreetly include Chris on YouTube saying BCC. I like this. Like on an email thread, BCC is blind carbon copy when you want to include someone on the thread without their name showing up for everybody. Happy with that. Yeah, blind carbon copy, B. Browder. Bird on the Rosetta Stone. Nice. I like this clue. We can look at this one too. BB Winnen's singing sister. Huh. Hippie, you have a great day, says Debzen. That's great. That's really funny. Yeah, Joda Wright and Warthog and Efon. Yeah, lots of people saying Ibis. Willie on YouTube is saying it, and Duo is saying Cece. So let me see this. I don't know these Winnen's sisters, but there's BB and Cece. It's kind of cute. I wonder what happened to AA. Ibis is, I think, hieroglyphic. So Rosetta Stone had hieroglyphics on it and Greek, and it helped us translate a lot of the hieroglyphics, I think. And Ibis, is kind of a wading bird that you often see in Egyptian artifacts, charters, for instance. Yeah, was there a DD, says Scav. Oh, it's Winans. Apologies. BB Winans. Thank you. Okay, I'm totally stumped. We are now officially more than halfway through this puzzle, and I don't have a hint of a theme, and that never happens. Even if we're confused by the theme, we at least know where it is, we at least know where to look. So I don't know if there's a glitch, and maybe I'd be thinking, oh, we accidentally loaded a themeless crossword. Like themeless crosswords are a thing. We solve the stumper every weekend, for example. But this grid just does not look like a themeless crossword grid. Normally, themeless crosswords are kind of wide open, have a lot of long entries. This puzzle has very few long entries, actually. Our game's like, maybe we need to look in our hearts. Well, is that where I find the cold, Arkadium? My cold heart. Aphrodite's child. Barbara getting hires. Blake is like, maybe 66 across will be what this puzzle lacks, and the answer will be theme. That would be If this were April Fool's, I might even enjoy that. Duo and Angel and Ava know their mythology. Eros, god of love, if I'm correct. And Siri Pack getting that. Plural pronoun homonym. Isn't Aphrodite goddess of love? Maybe. I don't actually remember what Aphrodite is. Yeah, Eros, I'm pretty sure, is a god of love. But maybe they both are, I guess, if it's her son. Plural pronoun homonym. I'm a little confused by this. People saying yes. Can you explain it to me? Or yees? Oh man, I'm losing it. Lena Luna, we need you. We're really lost here, frankly. A we like this, I see. We as in small, but it's a homonym of the plural pronoun. Eros is Cupid, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think you're mistaken, Bill. That was my impression, too. TRW is weird, though. Why is this puzzle all sorts of weird? Bricklayer's implement. Oh, this is... Lena, if you are just joining, we have been solving this puzzle now. We're more than halfway done. We have no idea what the theme is. Remove we, says Scav. Yeah, it's time I do that. Trowel is looking interesting at Bricklayer. Ooh, Minnie, nice one. I like what Minnie's saying on YouTube. We, and like this. It's a homonym, yeah, or homophone. I think they're the same in this case. Plural pronoun. So it sounds like we. This is giving me flashbacks to Sunday's puzzle, but nice. Good one, Minnie. And Crystal liking trowel. So maybe we're in good. More plural. Second person plural. Okay. Okay. Maybe I was too quick because TikTok wants our for this. The problem is I don't see why homonym is in the clue. Our is just a plural pronoun, isn't it? Or something. So I'm going to reinstate we. We'll check the S next, the SI. Yeah, but Jess wants we like this. Jess, I'm glad to have you back. You were here last week at some point. I'm glad to see you again. Meanwhile, Son of Canadian and Ants and Deborah Lee is giving me you all. Wait, Scav is excited about something. I need to read what Scav is doing. Hold on. Yes, Jess. That's not the kind of thing I forget. Being called Jonathan Bailey is not it's not something I'm likely to forget. It's a good way to cement yourself in my memory. Holy cow. Wait. Oh my god, Scav found something crazy. Oh my god, look at the diagonal. It just says ice, and this diagonal too. Oh my god. So the diagonals just say ice, and that's our cold fusion. We're fusing together something cold. Wow, Scav, how did you notice that? Seriously, where did you spot that? Ice diagonals. And Cenobites like, that's crazy. Yay, there's a theme, Ice Baby. Yeah, that's what it should have been called, but maybe it would have given it away. Duo's like, whoa. Minnie's like, Scav. Classic Scav. It's got to be the theme, of course. That doesn't happen by coincidence. Someone noticed the middle first. Someone noticed ice here. And with cold in mind. Crazy stuff. I guess it also explains the strange shape of this puzzle. They had to have these diagonals fully open. It's wild. Few drop quantities looks like sips. I think that's good. Transpose. Nice one, guys. Yeah, and it makes sense that if the theme is living entirely in the diagonals, it makes sense why we would never notice it, because we don't look at diagonals in crosswords. It's clearly a vertical and horizontal game only. Minius Mini and Duo are telling me swap for transpose. Oh, fill them all in. Excuse me, says Warthog. That's actually a really fun idea. Maybe I should just do it. Ice, 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 ice. Oops. But now everyone's going to be working on all of these other, and then this one's, I guess, would start here. I, C, E, I, C. Beautiful. When have you ever seen a crossword that's partially filled like this? That's new to me. Totally new to me. Ants is like, lol, I love it. Barbara's laughing. Impels. Impels looks good for makes move. And this one, I'm guessing can't be ice. Record label since 29. This is looking so bizarre to me. These little tendrils coming out here. Kurt Affair and Big K are back saying RCA. Ooh, and Connor voting for Impel for Hurdle. That's a good one. RCA, record label since 29. Seems right. Capital of Piemonte. I'm gonna lean on chat for this one, huh? Yeah. Taryn's here, and I know Taryn's good at crosswords, so I trust you. Yeah, Torino. Okay, so we're talking, so this is Italy. And I guess we're using the Italian name for Turin. Is that what this is? Barbara's loving this ice baby on the diagonals. I've heard of Turin, the city in Italy, of course, but Torino, I guess, is how you say it in Italian. HP Hardware. HP Hardware. There are just 10 ices going. 5 on the positive diagonal and 5 on the negative diagonal. PCs looks right. Yeah, HP makes PCs. Delia, Brooks, and Willie knew that one. We will try 42 down. Shrubby tracts. Is Piemonte where we get Piedmont from? Maybe. So this might be the Italian word for Piedmont. Stefano, are you still here? Because you're in Italy right now. You can help us out. Shrubby tracts. Okay, Stefano giving me the yes, true. Okay, thank you. Thanks for the help. Maypro and Rand are saying heaths. Interesting. Not a word I use often enough, I think. Bonnie Bonbon and F-on like it. Fonts of creativity. How is anyone supposed to notice this, by the way? Like, if you're not Scav and you're just casually solving a crossword, I don't know if the title Cold Fusion would be enough for me to look at the diagonals. Fonts of creativity. Interesting. Arcane's like, I think you just eventually finish the clues and feel sad. Hope not. Fiwu's looking for PC artists. I like this. Yeah, fonts, not like Times New Roman, but font as in a source. Fonts of creativity are artists. Looking right. Meanwhile, Willie is saying hedges for shrubby tracts, and Barbara's saying hearth. I don't think these are going to work at this point with what we have. I'm happy with RCA, happy with artists. Minnie's Maze says the crossword just leaves you feeling cold. You're right, that cold feeling in your heart, that's part of the theme, really. Not all art is happy art, is it? Yeah. Hi, Eli. If you don't know what this is a sport, kind of like a javelin throwing type sport. Hi, Eli, I think is how you pronounce it. And if you want to put these 4 letters in your grid, there's literally only one way to clue it, and it's this way. I think I read somewhere that this is the most frequently used single clue in all of crosswords, and it's because there's only one way to clue a lie. Flowerfly says, I didn't know that definition of font. Yeah, I think it's kind of related to fountain. You know, a fountain is like a source overflowing, abundant. Font is like that. Bob Beck is confident in Heath's. Yeah, so we'll stick with that for now. Word on the American Commonwealth list. Nice. Yeah, Taryn and ooh, actually I'm seeing two guesses. I see Rico as in Puerto Rico, but there's also Rica as in Costa Rica. Couldn't it be both? Am I wrong about what would be considered an American Commonwealth? Maybe Puerto Rico is more likely. Elevation indication. I don't believe Costa Rica is a Commonwealth. Okay. Oh, people people ask it. At first, I thought everyone was doing that 6-7 meme, and I was like, "Are we still doing 6-7?" I thought that died already, but no, people were just asking for 67 across. It's very funny. Ion is looking good for solar wind particle, and then it was Puerto Rico being referred to. We have one last letter in this section: far flying waiter crossing elevation indication. Puerto Rico is a Commonwealth. Yes, thank you, Willie. Yeah, that was my bad. Puerto Rico was a better guess. Barbara likes it too. And Bob Beck is telling me that tern is a far-flying waiter. Yes, that looks good. And then acro elevation indication. I guess as a prefix like acrobat, acro means up in the air. And look, the ice checked out. So it does seem like it goes all the way down. It's ice all the way down. This is weird. We've had a weird run of themes these days. Yeah, the ice have it. The novel focus. Minius Mini saying hero. I think that's a nice guess. Yeah, the hero of the novel will be the focus. Little Dingy is here saying it's our Jilly's birthday in here. Yes, that was yesterday, right, Jilly? Well, happy birthday, Jilly. Okay, Alien Hunting Project. Alien Hunting Project. Lena Luna is saying SETI. Yes, I do know that SETI, their entire business is looking for aliens, looking into the skies to see if we have radio signals coming our way. Search for extraterrestrial intelligence. Thank you, Scav. I didn't even realize that's what it stood for. Jilly gets a birthday week. You're right. Jilly does deserve a birthday week. Yeah, just continuing the love. You're right, little dingy. She deserves it. Editorial overruling. Rhea and Toddly Enough and B. Browder. Have we found terrestrial intelligence yet, says Blake. That's a funny question. Stet. Yeah, I think stet is what when an editor says, like, leave it in there. That's kind of what it means. Ah, we do get a revealer. Okay. Cold Thing fused 10 times in today's diagonals. I'm glad there's a revealer because I think this was just too hard to notice on your own. You never look for theme in the diagonals unless there's some hint. Yeah, Lena Luna laughing that we barely found intelligence here on Earth. Ice indeed, ice baby. What a theme! What a wacky theme. Do lots of people giving me the ice cube emojis? It's getting cold up in here. DVD player button would be record. Blake says, I like the theme now that we know it. Yeah, I like it too. If only for how unusual it is. And to have these random letters, just waiting to help us out on the last corner. There's something comforting about that, huh? Be too theatrical. Let's see. Bob Book and Deborah Lee and Duo are saying emote. Bill Henderson, looking for peace. I think that is what emote means. Power source with liquids. Okay, good. Man. I was getting so distressed. We got so far in the puzzle and had no idea what was going on. And it was under our noses the entire time. Jennifer Reese and Kurt Affair and Harambe and Willie and Duo are saying wet cell. Yeah, I guess that batteries can be dry or wet. There's a lot of physics in this puzzle that I don't understand. Cold fusion, wet cell batteries. I think there was even one more. Architect's space. Architect space, nice. Jilly, the birthday week girl, and Courage and Minius Mini saying site, architect's space. Seems right. Oops. Occasional fast food sandwich. I definitely know this one. Most batteries are acid, said B. Router. So I had one of these for the first time recently, and I don't want to offend anyone, but I did not think it was good at all. Anyone want to defend the McRib? Because I was let down. Inconsequential is mere. Looks right. No McRibs in Ireland, says Amy Gal. Really? Hard no, says Ants. Never tried, says Jessica. That's probably wise of you. Bonnie says it never had one, never will. B. Brother says it's not good, it's just sentimental. That's kind of how I feel about it too. People like the McRib, but they don't actually like the McRib, you know? Well, a lot of people have never had one. Acceleration. Blake says I haven't found anything good from McDonald's in a long time. Okay, sorry. Xenobite's like ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm finding it lacking. Prefix for proof. Okay, we're trusting these letters. I see no reason to doubt them at this point. You know, the diagonal of the crossword is 15 letters long, so this could not be done with a 4-letter word, unless you'd run out of space on the last one. It has to be either a 3-letter word or a 5-letter word, something divisible that 15 is divisible by. It's just a little thing I noticed. Meanwhile, I thought people on YouTube were being mean to me suddenly, but no. Prefix for proof is idiot proof. Wow. It's like, why are you saying that? Idiot proof. That's funny. Yeah, I mean, he says that's the answer, Jack. Not just us insulting you. I mean, it's also us insulting you, but it's also the answer. Lucinda says Shamrock Shake says its only redeemer. I do love me a Shamrock Shake. Good taste, Lucinda. And Jilly says I've tried the McRib once and that was plenty. Oh man, I'm getting distracted by you guys. Pal of Sundance. And keep your eyes peeled for good hurdle candidates because the time is nigh. Pal of Sundance. Yeah, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. Not just any, the one and only. Jessica's like, Shamrock Shakes are top tier. Kurt Affair says, time to put this puzzle on ice. Ending like Aryan, next to National Book Month. And that's going to reveal oil company in Wall Street slang. Interesting. Oh, yeah, so this has to be October. It's the only month that fits with the letters we have. And then I guess ending like Aryan would be ite. It's like a word for a denizen. Or some examples, like a Hungarian versus like a Seattleite or something. And then what's Pete, oil company in Wall Street slang? I don't think I knew this, but apparently Pete is what they call oil companies. I'm seeing people giving me the drum roll. I'm going to put this in. Hope we get the confetti. Do not go anywhere because we are playing Hurdle next. Well done, everybody. Another crossword in the bag, a weird one. Ice just going completely down the diagonals and up the diagonal here. I've never seen anything quite like that, and I enjoyed it. Don't leave, and if you do have to leave, then at least consider following us first because we stream every single day at noon Eastern time. We always do a crossword, and we play this game called Hurdle that you're about to see. And I at least always have a good time. I believe others do too. So You don't want to be missing out on this stuff. I'm almost there. Pulling it up. There's my hurdle. Okay, and then I'll just adjust this so it looks pretty. Good, that looks right. Okay, what have we decided? Least. Interesting. Least is a very smart, but there's also leader. Why don't we do leader? Because least wasn't fully in the grid. It was at least was the entry, whereas leader was just in the grid. It's a great hurdle starter. So let's do it. Yeah, if only literally would fit. Duo giving me the British spelling of leader. I don't even know if that's a valid hurdle entry. By the way, I don't know if hurdle speaks British. McRib, that would have been so funny, Lucky. McRib, be brave. There's no way they accept McRib, guys. You're right, Bonnie. Least was in the grid. I just mean the full entry was at least. And normally we scan for 5-letter words, but you're right. I'm being pedantic. Least would have been fine. Okay. Tamer, I'm seeing. No, it can't be either. It doesn't end in an ER. The gray means these letters are not in the word. Thank, says Lena. Tough. Yeah, maybe tough is good because it checks an O and a U. I like that. Let's try this. I would say that was a successful guess. We found our T at the beginning, and we know there's a U in the middle. I'm wondering what goes in this second slot, because I would be most tempted to put an H or an R there, but they're both off limits. T doesn't play that nice with other letters. I'm actually wondering what this is. No, yeah, right. It can't be thumb because there's no H. Oh, an A maybe. Yeah, thumb, like this gray H means there's no H in the word. Same with Trump. It can't be that because of the R. So I think taunt is very smart. T-A-U-N-T. It's the only valid guess I've seen. Yeah, taunt is good, says Lena. We're doing it. Fantastic. That was good. I liked that round. Okay, if you're new to hurdle, we're going to do this 4 more times, and they're changed together. Taunt is now automatically our first guess for this new one. It hit 2 greens, and we do this until the last level when things get really crazy. The last level's my favorite, but we got to make it there first, and it can be a hard road, but we stay determined. So we have an A and a T. Okay, I'm seeing habit, facet, waste. It can't be wager duo because we know it ends in a T. So maybe valet. Let's try, I don't know, habit. Should we try it? Let's see why not. Ooh. Oh, wow, not what I expected. So the H hit, but it's not there. Strange. I kind of have trouble picturing the H in the 3rd slot. It makes me want to put it 4th. Oh, I just saw a cool word. I don't know if it's right, but it could be right, and it's a very nice word. Yeah. Yeah, Amy and AJ and Scab, we're all on the same page, so we're probably right. Nice word. Just such an unusually spelled word. Let's try it. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Yeah, yacht was really good. I'm on a boat, says Arkadium. Yeah, we all are. And we're cruising through this hurdle. So we have a T at the end. What do we like? See, Scav says blast. Least. Oh yeah, maybe now's the time for least. Everyone wanted it earlier, and I declined. So let's try least now. I think it's a good time for it. All right. Well, we picked up an L along the way, and we ruled out one spot for the A. So what is this telling us? Ooh. AJ and Scab are having a bit of a mind meld right now. But I actually do see alternatives. So there's adult, alert, aglet, says Barbara. That's a cool word. Oh, there's no E, Barbara. I was rooting for aglet, but there's no E. And about, it's too late for about mini because we need to find an L somewhere. Oh, it can't be alert either. So maybe, or aloft. So maybe it has to be adult. Oh no, it can be aloft. It can be a loft still. That's still alive. Let's try adult. I'm reasonably happy with this guess. Let's try it. Apologies. It was not correct. Although we have found a definitive home for the A. By process of elimination, A has to go here in the 4th position. We only have 2 possibilities. So people saying bloat or gloat, things like that, or float. Ooh. Do we still have float, gloat, bloat? If those are really the only 3 possibilities, we can just guess them. But I'm always worried that we're missing one. I'll try bloat just to confirm like the back end. And then if most of it checks out, we might consider a filler. Let's try bloat. Oh, and it was bloat. Nice. Well done, guys. I think some people were trying to tell me bloat from way back when. Apologies if that was you. But onward we go. And I feel like our auto guesses this round have been hitting more than average. Like getting a green B at the start, that's a starting with a good advantage. Vedart says hurdle is so hard for me. That's why we all play together. I see board, bound. Bonus. Yeah, mini wants bound. Let's go with bound. Buxom, says Amy. Okay. Yeah, why not? Okay. We do it inch by inch. We learned something. That's what's important. We learned something. Board, by the way, is ruled out by bound. But it could be something like boxer. Wow, somehow everyone on TikTok wants boxer. Boars, I guess, is a possibility too. Bogey? I can't tell if it's too risky to go boxer because just X's are so uncommon, but all right, lots of people want boxer, so I'm going to go for it. Okay, not the most successful, but this is interesting because we need somewhere to place this E, and I just don't see it going in the middle slot. B-O-E? Maybe I'm missing something, but that just doesn't look right to my eye. So we put the E at the end, and how do we make sense of that? No, because it can't be borer or bogey or anything like that. It has to go at the end. Bossy. Oh, duo. Bossy was a cool guess, but now we need an E somewhere. That's what the yellow means. Interesting. Okay, TikTok is... Oh, it can't be booze. Everyone on TikTok wanted booze, but no. Good point. Lop saved me from that. I was entertaining it, but no, it can't be booze because this would be green right here if it were booze. So actually, we have yet to see a real candidate. I don't think I've seen a single plausible guess. Can't be Bones because there's no N Maypro. And the E can't be in that position. So what is it? Oh, and it can't be born spelled like that because of the N. I'm actually people saying this, but I don't recognize this word. Is this a real word? People saying bodge. I can't tell if these are real words or not. Boise, Idaho? No, seriously, what is this? Bogey? Wow. Bogey's a hard one. No, Boise's a proper noun. It can't be Boise, unless it has some other meaning I'm unaware of. Ooh, should I try bogey? What a word. Maybe I'll try it. Okay, Chulit likes it. I'm gonna do it. Oh man, that was like a gut punch. What is this word? This is a rare situation where we don't even have candidates. Oh my god. Oh, I just came up with something great. I just came up with something. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Scab and AJ. We're all in the same boat. We're all guessing the same thing. That would be crazy. Bocce? But some people spelling it like this, I don't think that's how you spell bocce. Maybe there are multiple spellings, but I know bocce spelled like this. Yeah, lucky. Apparently bocce might be. Yeah, bocce, it's a lawn bowling. I don't know why TikTok blocks it. Wait, no C? Yeah, CC says ants. Correct. Taryn wants this. This would be really cool. Oh, nice. Wow. It's an unusual hurdle round with bocce and yacht. Strange letters. Okay, so this is the last round of hurdle. If you don't know, we only get 2 of our own guesses this time. The first 4 are supplied for us, and it seems like we have a lot of information. We know it ends in an E, and we know 3 other letters. Wow. So we know O, A, and T, and we've ruled out several slots for them too. So we might be able to do something here. Bocce was a crazy pull. Ovate or orate, I'm seeing. Yeah, I can't contradict those necessarily. Orate, like to talk. No, it can't be irate to be Browder because we need an O. So should we try orate? Like to speak? To speak officially, kind of? Just putting it in to look at it. It seems possible to me. All right. Should I do it? I'm going to do it. Here we go. Oh, nice. Ooh, that was weird. That was an unusual crossword and unusual hurdle today. I had fun with you guys, as I always do. Thank you so much for joining. Little scheduling note, May is taking a short break, so I will be with you tomorrow, not her. But schedule is the same as usual, noon Eastern time. I'll be here with you all week. I look forward to it. And follow us if you don't. We stream every single day, and following is a great way to keep in touch. And check out Arkadium.com. In the meantime, you can play more Hurdle right now. You can play crosswords. And thank you for. I hope nobody has an icy day. Let's all stay warm out there. Yes, and Jessica, thank you for that. Yes, evening stream as well. Thursday, I'll be streaming twice, once at noon and once at 8 p.m. Eastern time. So if you want an evening stream, I would love for as many of you to join me as possible. I get a little worried on those evening streams that nobody's going to show up. So yeah, thanks for the reminder, Jessica. Do please join me Thursday night. All right, enjoy the rest of your day. I will be see you in less than 24 hours. Bye, everybody.